sisters, the time has finally come for, you know, exactly what we were talking about this whole time. Be Better Brother, new wave right here. Podcast, videocast, gamecast, whatever you want to call it. We're just getting started. Party's just getting started, boys and girls. This is going to be a real fun time. I'm telling you that much right now. That's pretty much the whole point of this, is to have some freaking fun. All right? So, before we really get started here, okay, of course, we've got to thank our sponsors, right? And currently, we only have one sponsor, but we only need one to start with. You know, we only need one to start with. And here's how every episode is going to start and begin, okay? It's very important. Now, you guys know when we go out for the heavy soup, heavy booze, there's only one drink we drink. And there's only one you should be drinking. Check it out. First of all, got the Perrier right here, lime flavor. Nobody talks about this. Get your soda in lime. I think you know where I'm going here. Every episode is going to start the same. Got a nice little cupperoni here, ice in it. And our sponsor, of course, good old Tito's. Tito's Vodka, Tito's right here. Here we go. Good old made in America. I don't even know what they make it with. Potatoes or some shit like that. No soy, 100% pure red, white, and blue. Candy is dandy. Liquor is quicker. You know what they say. So, vodka, sodas. That's all we drink. That's all we do. Every episode is going to start the same way on this Videocast, podcast, gamecast. And of course, now I couldn't find any limes. And I really didn't want to go fight with people, you know, with all this shit going on. So I got a lemon here. I'm going to move this here real quick. Sorry about that. Let's get a cutting board. Here we are. So, obviously, thank you again, Tito's. You guys really have fueled a couple of our best nights. Probably all of our good nights. Now, the thing is, why do we want to drink vodka sodas? Because we don't want all that poverty sugar in our bodies. What are you going to go to a bar and be like, oh, let me get the pineapple strawberry daiquiri? No. Are you kidding me? You keep that shit up, you know what's going to happen? You're going to end up at Walmart on a scooter. Where's the Oreo double stuff, please? No, we don't want that. We don't want that. Okay? So, now, obviously you want 2 slices inside your vodka soda. So here we go. Now there's a specific ratio to this, okay? I have a thing, hold on. Fresh bottle, dude. Thank you once again for shipping this one out to us. Now there's a ratio to what, I have a real rule here. If you're over 200 pounds, you want to go with a 50-50 split, okay? So 50% French Perrier, soda water. Got the lime flavor here, just as I said. Gives you the lime effect if you can't find limes. Okay? Now, 50-50 ratio over 200 pounds. Under 200 pounds, you're going to want to go with a 75-25. 25 vodka, 75 soda. Now, if you're under 100 pounds, go drink some freaking milk, all right? Because, yeah, you're going to need to get your weight up. All right, put that there. Squeeze this guy in here. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use my pinky. See, check the pinky. Pinky to stir. Look at that. Because it's 1, classy as shit. 2, what am I going to do? Give myself corona? Give myself herpes? Get out of here. Oh, yeah. Look at it. Look at this class. Look at the level of class I'm oozing right now. I'm immediately in the upper echelons of humanity. All right. Cheers to you boys and girls out there. Welcome to our very first episode of SGK Don't Play, bringing you Be Better Brother, New Wave, Podcast, Videocast, Gamecast, whatever you want to call it. Wait, did I even put any soda in here? I don't remember. I think I did. Yeah, I did, for sure. Here's a little bit more. All right, 50-50 ratio. All right. And I fucking spilled. All right. So now that that's over with, We've introduced ourselves. We've gotten real chummy, you know what I mean? All right. How did this all start? Why are we doing this? Why am I here on this video camera recording myself? I'll just tell you a quick little story on how it all began. I started tweeting. I guess I can get rid of this first. I started tweeting, I would say about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Careful with the knife. 4 or 5 months ago. And I kind of dove into this whole Twitter alpha sphere, super dudes, how to be a male, bench press, tell your woman you hate her, bro, all this shit. And I just couldn't take it. So what did I do? I started calling people out, you know. I started, because I can't deal with this fake bullshit that people are putting out. On top of that, people were like scamming people. Like taking advantage of their desires to be better, but in a very bad, negative way. And we can't have that, can we? We cannot have that. No, we cannot have that. And we won't. So that's how it all started. I started, you know, seeing all this shit, calling people out. And it kind of grew from kind of a little joke to something real. And Be Better Brother kind of became our little slogan here. And we became the new wave right here. Got the big wave right behind us. So that's how it kind of all started. And we all remember what happened with Bobby Dinko. If you don't, Bobby Dino, whatever. I have no beef with that guy, by the way. He called me cringy, whatever, and I just made a simple little video, you know. God, so good. Simple little video responding to him because I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid of anybody, actually. What's going to happen? I'm already putting myself out here. You're going to call me ugly, stupid. I don't care. So, yeah, I just called him out. Then we called out a couple more dudes, you know, F.A. the Fraud, the Bratwurst, all these dudes, you know, slowly but surely we're creating this new wave of Twitter because it's very important. The topics that are being discussed in this realm, in this little sphere that we're in, are pretty important. I mean, finance, fitness, business acumen, you know, current events, these issues, I mean, if you're not really good with these, you're going to have a real trouble in life. I mean, let's be serious. I mean, you want to go end up flipping burgers all day at McDonald's, go ahead. But if you really hone in motivation, self-motivation, things like this, if you can lock this shit down, dude, you're going to do so well in life. And that's the whole point of this. The whole point of this isn't just to take advantage of people and prey on people's weaknesses. And that's what was going on. And we're not standing for that. All right. I'm definitely not going to do that. A little hot. It's 100 degrees here in LA. Got the AC on blast, but whatever. I'm also kind of whatever. So that's pretty much it. The whole purpose of this is to entertain, educate, just, you know, positive energy back and forth, positive vibes back and forth. Give it to me, baby. That's pretty much what we're going for. And that's what we need, what we want. Now I know, again, I'm in LA, right? That means every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and goldfish, poodle, I don't even know, mouse has a podcast, videocast, showcast, OnlyFans, YouTube Live, Snapchat, blah, 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 blah. I know, I get it. And honestly, I don't want to just like be like one of those people that, you know, is trying so hard to get famous, man. That's another problem that a lot of these people have, you know, is like they are faking it so hard. And that's not cool, man. And I feel like people really pick up on that. I have friends who are YouTube stars or whatever. One of them does like a car show thing. And like he'll be up here like recording like, yeah, bro. And then as soon as he like clicks away, boom, it's like he's like face is all sad. I'm like, what the hell? Like that's totally fake. I don't understand that. And I can't do something like that, honestly. And that's not what we're going for. We're going to be keeping it as real as humanly possible and really trying to improve people's lives and talk about issues that are very important in doing that. You know, it's not about preying on people. It's just about having a good time And you know what? Maybe you'll learn something, maybe you'll laugh, and that's the whole point. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Got my little soundboard going here. I fucking love this thing. I've been playing with it all morning. Titty Tito's always coming in clutch. Vodka sodas only, don't forget. Heavy booze, heavy swoop. Now, again, that's how are we different from everybody else, right? How are we different? And look, first of all, I just bought all this shit literally like a week ago. There's no professional production here. I don't have a fucking cameraman. I don't have a crew, some dude with the sound thing. I don't got any of that. We don't got any of that, okay? And by the way, if we ever do get to that point where we need a crew, I'm only hiring beauty pageant winners. I'm sorry. That's it. That's it. I don't even care if you're qualified. I don't even care if you can do the job, honey. You're not even here for that anyway. Let's be serious, all right? All right? You're here for one thing, looking good. So if we ever get to that point where we are booming, beauty pageant winners only. Doesn't matter what country. Actually, I prefer to be from different countries because I like the, Baskin Robbins effect. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, come on! Oh, come on. All right? So that's a big thing. Now, obviously, with a podcast, you got to really hone in on certain topics, right? You can't just be, oh, I'm a joker. Oh, no, that's not what it is. I think as this show and podcast progresses, first of all, most people bring on guests, right? On this first episode, what's the point of me bringing a guest? My only guest here is actually Butters. I totally forgot to introduce Butters to you guys. I'm so sorry. Butters has actually been with me. Woo, I got this guy at a Swedish breeder called IKEA. Or IKEA for all you Swedes out there. Got this guy about, 8 years ago. He's been with me ever since. Good little poochie. Butters right here, say hi. All right. Butters says, what's going on? Good dog. What? What's that? All right. No idea what he's saying. Dr. Doolittle, come on through, brother. So, as I was saying, what are we doing? Most people bring on guests, right? And obviously, to begin with, I'm not bringing anyone on because of who the fuck am I and does it even matter? No. But don't worry. When the time comes, I have a different way of doing things. I don't want people calling in, okay? I don't want people calling in. People do that. That's fine. Do you, player? You do you, player. You do you. All right? You do you. But I'm not doing that. I want people because I love people. I love talking to people. I love messing with people. I love doing everything with people. That means I need you to be here. I need you to be sitting right next to me. Not like Butters here, but maybe right there, wherever you're at. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to go, hitting it off. Q&As, fun times, cool stories, all sorts of shit like that. And that's what I really want with the guest segment of this. Now, there's going to be other segments, okay? Obviously, we're going to be talking about some current events. What's going on in the news? What is pertinent? Pertinent. Look it up. It's a real word. What is pertinent in today's world? I'm not talking about, cat stuck in a tree, sound fun. No, not stupid shit like that. I'm talking real, live, useful news that can impact your life or in the better way, maybe in the worst way. Who knows? Nice and stiff. Ha! Woo! Anywho. So there's that, obviously current events. And the portion that I love personally the most is, I got Twitter here actually. That's where I keep looking back and forth at. The part that I love most is we're going to be reading off people's tweets. And we're going to be having a good time with that, calling people out, having fun with people, reading some tweets that really, really impact me or impact others out there, or I just find funny. Like today, I was reading about Adele. I saw people were posting about Adele, that British singer. That was my Adele impersonation. Let's not do that again. So Adele apparently lost a bunch of weight, and there were a lot of people mad about that it was being celebrated, that she lost all this weight. And obviously all the people that were complaining were fat little bitches, saying things like, "Oh no, stop making being skinny a good thing. It's body positivity for every single person, even if you're morbidly obese." Whee! That's not how it works, Chief Keef. If you're rolling around at 500 fucking pounds, I don't want you around me. I don't care. Hurt your feelings? Go eat a cookie. I'm sure you'd love that. No. No, 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 no. We're not having it. We don't want it. It's not going to happen. Not on my watch. Got that? You got that? All right. So that was an interesting tweet that I was really following up here. People, I can't believe they're mad that she lost weight. Like, what? Obviously, again, the mad people are the ones that can't lose the weight because they can't do this. They can't constantly. No, what the fuck? What are you doing? Control yourself. Control yourself. Oh, man. This is going to be a really good time. I'm telling you right now. I'm really having a hard time containing myself, my laughter. But I'll do it. I'll do it. And by the way, none of this is edited. This is straight live, off the cuff. I didn't write a script. I didn't write anything of that nature. I don't really have a topic right now, which I can probably improve on. I probably should do something like that, follow like a basic guideline. But on the first one, I just want to be, having fun out here. Having fun. Oh, God. What am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm having fun. That's what I'm doing. So we're going to be reading off tweets. Go back to that. Back to what we're talking about. Reading off tweets. There will be no political correctness. No political correctness on this show, podcast, videocast, gamecast. All right? I'm a firm believer that you can't get your feelings hurt unless you want to get them hurt. You know what I mean? Like, why? You can't get offended by something. And if someone says something that really, really, really offends you, it's probably true. So you might want to work on that somehow or another. And I need you to be better, brother. That's all there is. Be better, brother. New wave coming at you, baby. So that's what we're going for. Just reading off tweet segments. And again, when the time comes for us to really have guests, it's going to be, first of all, it's got to be cool fucking guests. I don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry on here just because they want to hear themselves speak. And then, I'm going to go to my Instagram, co-host or host of SGK Don't Play podcast. Ha ha ha. Like, oh God. And I see that all the time being here in LA. Everyone has a podcast, and it's just not what we're going for. I need positive energy, positive vibes. Even Butters agrees. Let's take a sip on that one. So, and then of course we'll be sharing some story times with me, back to the Twitter, other people, current events. That pretty much sums it up. Now, how long is this going to go? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think I want to go like 1 hour every time, but I think we'll shoot for, 45 minutes to an hour on once we get into our regular flow of show and do. All right? Hibbity. Now, you're going to hear me, throwing out some words, bad words, good words. You might hear me speaking in different languages, throwing out some Spanish, some German, Armenian, English, French, Swahili. You never know, dude. Anything is possible because we do not play, brother. We do not play. We do not play. Oh, God. So then, those will be the ground rules, okay, of what we are trying to do here, okay? Obviously, for someone to try to listen to this or watch this the entire time, it's got to be somewhat entertaining. It's got to be somewhat engaging and something that, like, you can't just be talking about bullshit. You want to be, trying to help people and trying to teach them something. So you want everyone to leave each episode with something they can take away. That's kind of my goal. I don't want to just be splurging, nonsense. How does that separate me or what we're trying to do here from reality TV? It's just, and I fucking hate reality TV. I think it's the worst thing ever created in the history of humans. Reality TV, honestly. It's turning people's brains into mush. It's absolutely terrible. I hate it. It's the worst. That was a fart, just in case you didn't get that. One more time. Why not a clown laugh? Wow, that was a lot more evil than I thought. By the way, I did a little mohawk here. How you guys liking it? How you guys liking the mohawk? Got a little tail in the back. You can't really see it though. Looks sick as shit. People staring at me when I go around. Whatever. Don't care. Don't care. That was a kiss. That was a kiss. All right, so that's what's going on with that. Those are the ground rules. Ground rules, as I said, no soys, no cucks, no bullshit, no taking advantage of people. Only a good time. Only a good time. And we're going to roll with that, okay? We're going to roll with that. And I think it's very important for us, again, we're having a good time doing this. I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of someone who's going to want to listen to this. It's got to be something cool, calm, and collected, you know? You're going to have impersonations, you're going to have jokes, but again, you're going to have real life, important information on here. That is what we're going to try and spread. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. So I think it's very important that we get that down. And again, this is all live, virtually, I guess. I'm not video casting it live, but this is a one take. I'm not, again, no script, no nothing. And that's how I like it. It keeps people honest. It keeps me honest. Like if I'm talking out of my ass, then I'm talking out of my ass, but I'm not. This is like, I like doing this shit, you know? And especially now I can't see anybody. Might as well do this, right? Did you see that? I didn't even think about it, and the pinky went up. I took a sip, ladies and gentlemen, with the pinky up. I believe that was a SpongeBob SquarePants episode that I'll never forget. It was a good time. It was a good time to be a child, wasn't it? No, whatever. So anywho, that's what's going on. No weesh dudes around here. No simping is allowed around here. You have it within you to be whatever it is pretty much you want to be, as cliche as that sounds. You're just holding yourself back, brother. You're holding yourself back. And you probably have friends that are holding you back. And it might be time to reevaluate that situation. It might be time to reevaluate that situation. Because we all have those friends that do nothing for us and hold us down, talk shit, pretend they care, pretend they want to support us, as long as you're not really doing better than them. And that's sad, but it is what it is. Warning. That was a warning. All right. So, with that being said, I think that pretty much lays the ground rules of what it is we're going to be doing here. All the different topics that we will be covering, again, will be very important topics, or topics that I personally really enjoy, which include, fitness, no soy, no sugar, none of that trash, fitness, funds, business, non-liberally stuff. Really, I can't do that shit, honestly. But at the same time, it doesn't mean like super like right-wingy stuff either. I don't really tolerate ignorance. It's not that cool. It's not that cool. It's not cool at all, actually. So that's the whole point. We're a band of brothers and sisters here, okay? And honestly, if you don't like what you're hearing or like what you're doing, then check this out. Look how easy it is. Boom, just shut me off, turn me away, throw me away, delete, throw away the key. No more Sega Dreamcast podcast for you. SGK don't play. Be better, brother, is the motto that we are keeping moving forward, okay? Moving forward, that's pretty much, send the check obviously is there. Don't forget that. Are we kidding me? Are you kidding me? Send the check. Where the heck? Send the check, dude. And you know what's another funny thing is? When I first started this, when I first started really tweeting and stuff, I started within a month, I started receiving messages from dudes and girls, people, saying like, man, this whole section of Twitter before you really came on board was super boring. And I get it. I mean, how much can you talk about like, yeah, motivate yourself, screw everyone, make money. Like, you gotta spice it up a little bit, you know? It's like, spice it up a little bit. Give me some life. Put some life into this thing. That was a terrible flex. I'm sorry. Put some life into it. So people were saying like, oh man, you really spice things up, bringing some life into the party. And honestly, I'm glad. Those are like really great compliments to someone like me or anyone in that for that matter. It's like, are you kidding me? Like someone tells me like, dude, you brightened up my day by a simple, stupid video that I made as a joke. It's like, what? That is very, very empowering to me and huge to me. It's huge. It's like,
oh yeah,
huge. I love it. I love to hear it. And honestly, that's something that really pushed me towards doing something like this, you know? And I don't, honestly, if people want to hear it and see it and want to see some cool freaking guests on here, have some fun, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm not going to stop. Who's going to stop me? You can't stop a wave. Look at that. Look at that thing. That thing's like 100,000 feet tall. It's going to crush you. That's the new wave right there, brother and sister. That's the whole point of the new wave. Exactly what my pinned tweet says. That's what the pinned tweet says. This is the new side of Twitter. There's all sorts of sides on Twitter, right? And that's where I got my start. Again, we all know this. But now we're bringing the Twitter timeline to life and just bringing everything to life in a way. Now, the whole point, obviously, that's the whole point of the new wave, as I said. This new side of Twitter, and we said there's a lot of sides of Twitter. I just said that 5 seconds ago. Did you know there's train Twitter? I bet you didn't know there's train Twitter. Let me educate you. It's a side of Twitter where there's people who love trains, who just post pictures of trains and different types of trains and train tracks and train engines and train speeds. And it's like thousands upon thousands of train enthusiasts who just talk about trains all day on Twitter and post pictures of trains. What? Trains? A fucking train? Are you kidding me? Whatever. So there's all these different sides. And this is a whole nother side being created out of that money sphere, alpha sphere, whatever sphere you want to call it. It's all about having fun, having a good time, trolling people, trolling each other, motivating each other, wanting to see each other win, wanting success for not only yourself, but for your friends and for the ones you love and care for. We're just kicking it, man. We're just kicking it, dude. I'm telling you, we're just kicking it. This is Kick It Hour with the homies. Kick It Minute, whatever you want to call it. Be Better Brother Worldwide, as Kelly Lannon, KT Lannon tweeted earlier today. Be Better Brother. It's great. And we've been working on this for a while. And I'm really excited to really get this thing rolling. And we're going to get it rolling. It's going to be perfect. China. And other than that, that's pretty much all I've got for today, for today's episode, for today's podcast episode, videocast, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I think everyone understands the rules. Those of you that have been following me before know me pretty much at this point. And those of you who don't, you will really get to know me over time. I'm a very simple guy. I'm a straight shooter. I don't like bullshit, and there will be none of that here. We were not going to be bullshitting.